Brothers and sisters, welcome back to this channel where the truth is said the way it is without sugarcoating it, where the saints are being prepared for the imminent coming of the Messiah. So today I would like to underscore the importance of waking up at the wee hours of the night to pray, just to build your bond with God, Jamaica. So 2 weeks ago, I was in 3 days prayer and fasting. So during this time, before that, I was facing some attacks at night in my dream. I was facing really serious attacks, and I would wake up at around 2 a.m. because of the same dream which was reoccurring. So I started praying. So when I got some chance, like when I was not working, I had 2 days off. So I started on the last day before my off days to fast and to pray. So during this fasting time, it was too much. It's like the fight escalated, and it was really tough. I had a very serious spiritual warfare. So one of these days, I woke up at 3 a.m. to pray. When I could not sleep, it was so serious. And I prayed, I just worshiped the Lord, I just worshiped the Lord, I just praised the Lord, I just praised the Lord. After praising the Lord, then I started praying. I prayed. After praying for quite a long time, after praying, I went back to sleep. When I started sleeping, I only slept for about 1.5 hours, or more than 1.5 hours actually. During this time, I dreamt of heaven. I saw a sister, my blood sister. She was in kind of a cubicle, which was made of glass. Then inside there, there was something up. There was something like a model of heaven. And in that model of heaven, there were two bright moons. Like they were playing, the moons were playing. I could understand that the moons were they had life, just like human beings. They had life. They were playing. It was like lunar eclipse. We could say lunar eclipse, not with the sun, but now moon and moon. One goes under the other, and another one goes just like one passing under the other, and the other one comes back, and again and the other one goes under the other, and just like, and it was so lovely to see. Then the stars all over. Then I entered the cubicle to see what was happening. All of a sudden, it spread throughout, and it was the real sky. Now I was seeing it in the real sky. It was so beautiful. I saw moons, now many moons, and they were so bright and very beautiful stars. And I realized that the rapture had taken place, and now we were in heaven. There was a lot of happiness. Remember, I was in spiritual attack that I could not even sleep, and I woke up to pray. Now I went back. I've never felt such like peace in my heart ever since I was born. It was so peaceful. The place was so peaceful. And there was a lot of joy. We were just enjoying. Now it turns into something else. We were in heaven. If I can describe heaven, there's no human language that can describe heaven. Heaven is just heavenly. Oh my goodness. Then I don't know when it was like we needed some food to eat. We were not even feeling hungry. Then it started raining. It wasn't rain. It was raining silver, bars of silver, very beautiful silver, and they were in bars, and they were wrapped. You see the way we wrap our sweets. They were wrapped in very expensive wraps, very beautiful wraps. And outside the wrap, it was written in chocolate. I mean, the writings were in chocolate, kind of. I cannot remember. I cannot read. I could not read. I was overjoyed. I was so elated. Then the wrap was in silver. Then all of a sudden, it started raining bronze, then gold. I had collected so much bronze and gold, and all these precious metals were raining. Emerald, what, name them, all of that, beryl, what, they were raining, and all were wrapped in their colors. It was so beautiful. Heaven was so beautiful. And gold, now I was like, no, I don't want any other precious stones. I just want gold. And gold also wrapped in golden wraps, papers, those wrapping papers. Then the writing were in chocolate, kind of, and they were so beautiful. And I was like, where am I taking them to? There's so many, and the place was so clean and dazzling, like, not, oh my goodness, heaven is heavenly, my brothers and sisters. The ground was like just glorious. Everything was just glorious, glorious, glorious. And all of a sudden, it started raining manna. And I'm the one who discovered that this is manna, what we read in the Bible. And this time it wasn't white, the kind of chocolate kind of. And I started eating them, like, oh, these are manna. They were so sweet. They were so delicious. Then I had a voice telling us, don't keep. Just eat what you can eat, but don't keep anything for the next time, like for the next time when you want to eat. And I'm like, no, these are so sweet. I cannot just eat. I cannot, I have to take some for myself. Then I'm like, I remembered what was written in the Bible. Those who kept, they went bad. So it just disposed of what I could not eat. And it was so lovely. Heaven is lovely. Heaven is beautiful. There is peace. The air in heaven. Oh my goodness. I heard the voice of God, but I did not see God. I heard the voice. I believe, I don't know whether it was from God or the angels or who, but it was so heavenly. Oh my goodness. When I woke up to find myself that I'm still having to face all these challenges of this earth, I could not just believe it. Dear brothers and sisters, those who are saying that heaven is going to be boring because they're comparing heaven with this music that secular music that they listen to. There was a time I was talking to some brother, and he was like, not a brother, somebody, yeah, a Christian, but not really serious Christian. And he was telling me, oh, heaven is going to be boring. At least in heaven, I'll see musicians so and so, and I'll be dancing. That's the wrong perception of hell and the wrong perception of heaven. In hell, you'll be alone, suffering alone. It's like a cube, a hole. You are suffering alone with all demons. You'll not see anybody else, because as you are brought here on earth, the same way you are going to be in hell alone. But in heaven, you are going to be in communion with other saints, with the angels, with God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. It's going to be wow. Heaven is heavenly. So when you're preparing, make sure you meet the standards. Try hard. Strive to meet the standards. Strive to be in heaven, because heaven is heavenly. Shalom, brothers.